Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking to someone out there who has been rejected by your family. Maybe they treated you as though you were the black sheep of the family, and now you are going throughout your life internalizing these feelings of rejection and thinking that you've done something wrong. Maybe you have come to believe that there is something wrong with you. I would like to give you some insight about this and hopefully help you to overcome this. Like you, I was also treated as though I was the problem in my family and treated as though I was the black sheep, and like my opinions and my feelings didn't matter. I was also treated as though everything that I would say was always wrong, and I was always discouraged to have my own preferences and to be independent, basically. When I left my home with these internal feelings because of how my family treated me, which I'm sure many of you guys are struggling with those same feelings. But I'm here to tell you that there is actually nothing wrong with you. The reason that your family treated you like that is actually because they were intimidated by you. Probably you are someone who is a free person and you know how to express yourself, and you really have a value on being able to be your own person and to freely speak and communicate with your family members. And yet, because they felt intimidated by you, they projected their own weaknesses and faults onto you because they couldn't deal with the fact that you are actually a really energetically bright person who is confident within yourself and who was able to speak your truth and to be your own person. This actually intimidates people. There's no point for you to go around carrying those feelings and blaming yourself for being rejected by your family. Just know that it wasn't your fault and you are actually a really special person. You are probably also the one who was the most functional. You are also the one who had exceptional communication skills. And just because your family didn't see that in you doesn't mean that it's not true. So, what are some tips to overcome these lies and to be able to trust other people again? Intentionally put yourself out there again. And instead of befriending people who remind you or treat you the same way that your family members do, befriend completely different people, ones who value you and actually are interested in listening to what you have to say, ones who treat you like a valuable person. Tip number 2, limit your contact with your toxic family members. They might still be in your life, and most likely they are probably still trying to take advantage of you, and they're still treating you the same way as though you were still a young child living in their house. If your family members are unable to have respect for you, to treat you as though you are a valuable and worthy person, to treat you as though you are a separate, fully functioning individual, if they can't do that, then you need to put boundaries in place and you need to limit your contact with them until they are able to show you that they have truly considered that they have hurt you and they are able to see their behavior. But if not, it won't be healthy for you to continue to be mixing too much with them. I'm not saying to completely separate yourself from them, especially maybe you can't, but just love them by distance and don't allow them to treat you like that anymore. Tip number 3, for someone as us who were treated as though we were the black sheep in our family, Most likely, you have not been able to make much progression in your life because of low self-esteem and because you're always discouraged by your family, your parents, that your ideas were not very good, that you were not very talented, that your ideas were too much for them, etc., etc. Realize that they were coming from an insecure, intimidated point of view, and they were scared of your ideas. They were scared of how actually creative and intelligent you really are. Most likely, you're also a creative person. So, to counteract this, begin doing some journaling and reconnect with yourself to see what your talents are. Remember all the things that you were good at and wanted to achieve in life. Whatever those things are, even everything that your family discouraged you from doing, I encourage you to take small steps and goals and achieve what it is that you missed out on achieving and doing for yourself because you were constantly discouraged by your family members. Tip number 4, take care of your body, take care of yourself. Learn to nurture yourself because most likely you did not receive any nurturing from your family growing up. Setting time aside for yourself to take a nice walk. Book yourself in for a nice treatment, maybe a facial, maybe a massage. By consistently taking care of yourself, and it doesn't have to be expensive things. If you don't have the money, there are many ideas out there that you can do. But by doing this consistently is going to help you to feel like you are valuing yourself, and it's going to help to build up those good feelings about yourself again. Tip number 5, change your mindsets and beliefs that you have about yourself, that your family members drilled into you. Realize the place that they were coming from was not healthy. It was their own projected feelings and thoughts that were projected onto you. Really go into those areas of your life that you feel have made no progress. Look at yourself in the mirror and really see, how do you view yourself? What are you believing about yourself? Are these beliefs really serving you now to be the person that you want to become? Or are these beliefs keeping you down and stuck and not feeling good about yourself? It's time to throw those beliefs out and start creating new beliefs about yourself. Do this on a consistent basis. And over time, you are going to see the change, and you are going to see yourself going back to that person that you are always made to be. I just want to remind you that you are not a black sheep. You are a very creative and unique person. And the family members that you grew up with, they did not value you. They did not respect you or treat you the way that you should have been treated. Wounded and hurt people don't know how to encourage and show love for another person, unfortunately. But don't continue life with those beliefs and mindsets about yourself. It's time to change.